We did drift down a little bit in the after hours, and we're a little bit lower right now. But nothing really. And the most interesting thing about yesterday was that the large caps started to show some more strength in the small caps, which is a change of pace. But as we discussed in the morning meeting, once we got above this 221.80 area, if we held, a good play would be on the long side. Turned out to be quite a bit better than I would have expected. About $2.50, almost $3 at the high from that breakout area. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty good lesson in patience. The market went up, made a high, another high, then moved sideways for about a week, and then finally set up for a nice trade. And 20 cents of risk turned into $2.70 of reward. Not that different than the IWM breakout from the prior day. So looking at these levels up here, the final move started after a pullback to around 223.75, and then it was about 90-cent up move. As I said, in the after hours, we drifted down to around 224.20. We were there this morning as well. Draghi speaking at the ECB, which has given the SPYs a little bit of a bid. So we'll watch yesterday's high. We'll watch this support area from the end of the day in the after hours. Below that, right here. Again, this is a big move. So $3. A flush down into this area here. Dollar pullback from the high before catching a bid again wouldn't be that unusual. IWM. IWM is at a new all-time high in the pre-market. So I was playing around with this after-hour support area here. I bought a couple of times. Then it broke out above. This one had $1 and change, so this is actually a pretty good move. And that's what you do when buyers are in control, whether it's a stock or an index, whatever. When they're in control, and we'll get to that when we do some second day stuff, you look for areas, pullback areas where you think people would step in and support, where you can risk 10 to 20 cents. And if they do support it, you can catch a pretty nice move to the upside. So all-time high up here, and just a bad print. It's really up at 136.15. So I would say on the open, if we failed above in the 136.20s here, I'd watch this little area here around 135.5. Notice there was a wick to the upside here, which failed, and then it came back down to the 30s. This is the first kind of area I'd be looking for support.
Pattern similar to play yesterday, that'd be ideal. So, but if we have a big red bar to the downside,
HZMT.
So I'm gonna watch that and stick with that. Yeah.
Okay, so this was a little bit of a messy. This is that cup sector, the specialty pharma. It quadruple bottom down here at $13. They ran it up to 23. It was looking, finally broke out of this downtrend. It was looking pretty good. Tried to roll over again. Below 16 recently, down to 15. Gap down there on this news in the after, or actually in the pre-market today. Sorry, pre-market. Yeah, pre-market. So this is where we were. It bounced off of here again, and now we're holding above here. I wasn't following it when it was down here, so I bought a little bit above 16.
So there's that, and then there's a breakout.
I didn't think the news was that significant that it couldn't bounce off of it, so that's why my initial bias is no. Some other people thought the same, obviously, that's why it bounced over $1 so far. So I only nibbled so far because I would like to see if they try to flush it below 16 on the open here, maybe even before the open, to this level right here, to this. So you can see a lot of volume, and there's a lot of people waiting to buy down here at 15. It's already traded 5.8 million shares. A flush into here gets above 1650. I'd be planning for a move to 17, 17 and a half. So let's see Lulu. TLT, I'll get to in a second. I bought a little bit in the pre-market around 118.40. That was moving on the Draghi stuff. So Lulu had good earnings. I think part of this is driven by the fact that so many analysts were negative on it. So here you can see this was the August quarter. It gapped down to 70, came all the way down, consolidated between 55 and 58 for a while. Broke out of that range ahead of earnings. The margins were impressive. They're doing very well in men's stuff. I actually have bought a lot of stuff in the last year from them. The same-store sales on the men's side was up 13, 14%, something like that. It just seemed to me that a move all the way up to this area was overdone. But right now it's looking, I'm just holding a few shares short from the mid-67s. It's looking like it's going to get on the open through the 70 level. So we'll see. Goes through 70, maybe they flush it back down to 68 here. 60 and 90 was supporting in the pre-market. And if they flush it more, the 66.25 is where it's supported in the after hours. Let's take a look. So after it topped out a couple times at 68 in the after hours, 66.75. Before that, it was supporting at 66.20. This morning, it's holding above the after hours high. So, since 8 a.m., it got above the 68.90, and you can see it just held the bid there. Eventually, got 69.30. And buyers are in control. It normally has a $2 range or $2 ATR, so we're probably looking at $3 to $4 range today, which means if it spikes right on the open, the 70.50 and comes back down, could still come all the way down to the 67.5. That would give it a $3 range. Obviously, if it holds higher, if it never really drops this area right here, it could erase that entire move from a couple of quarters ago. So it gapped down this day to 70.50. It spiked up to 71.50 before getting crushed. That seems what they're going to probably target for right on the open. Actually, let me get there before the open. Then VRNT. VRNT is standard, only does 500,000 shares a day, but I looked at the news and it just looks so bad that I thought there could be some more downside, even though it's already down 11%. The guidance in particular. So, I mean, unless it's come down from 65 down to 30, so it's already got cut in half. So perhaps some of that was already priced in, but just looking at the long term here, this 32 area, where it's supported from the spring to the summer, that's kind of what I was thinking. It actually got there in the after hours yesterday, so other people were thinking that too. It traded 35,000 shares there. Yes, I'll look at the open, see if there's a little bit of a spike up, and then if it's holding below, let's say 33.50, look for that move back down to the after hours low here. WDC was very messy on the open yesterday, but then the buyers took control. So down, up, new low, up, consolidated, and then finally at around 11 o'clock started to hold above 68. Never quite got to 70. I think that was kind of the best case we mentioned in the meeting. But so now looking for today, it broke out around the 68.75. So this is what we'd be looking for right here to see if they're buying it there. Maybe it flushes a little bit through into this area right here. Finishes the move up to $70 a share. UHS, this was pointed out around 125 in the chat, and I think Shark actually got shorted up here. It ended up going to 110. I bought a few shares at 112. It hit 110 at the end of the day. It's 116 now. It's going to be crazy, but perhaps it'll flush down on the open and it'll make a higher low, I don't know, in the 112 to 113 area, and catch a move back up to this 117.50, 117.80 where it had this big second leg down. Play. So play actually held the 54 right on the open. First move was up, and it trended up to 56. Small pullback, consolidated right at 56, had one more move to 57, and then 57 and 56 were the levels the rest of the day. You can see pulled back down here, got the retest, the breakout area, and then closed strong. So we're looking at, as I put on the morning sheet yesterday, there were no resistance levels. It's making new all-time highs, but we do have levels from yesterday to play off of now. So around 57.30, where I topped out yesterday, and then certainly this 56 area where it was resistance in the morning and then acted as support in the afternoon. Oh, TLT, right. So TLT spiked down to 118.40. I bought a little bit to keep an eye on it. It is already back above yesterday's or 2 days ago's low. So what I would look for on this one is just to see if it actually supports this 119 to 119.20 area, and I would add to what I bought here. I just wanted to actually see if it would reverse back up to the upside quickly, and it did do that. So this is part of the bottoming process, just like the euro the other day. Got down to 105 and then ripped back up to 108, testing those lows from a year or 2 years ago. Here's TLT bottom. Here's your higher low. Higher low is just tested here in the pre-market. We'll see if it continues to kind of hold up here. Zoom out for a second. So here was the big down move. Made a new low, tried to bounce sale, made a new low. And what you're looking for really here is back above this 121 area, kind of where I exited. It's back above 121, then you can start thinking of a bigger bounce, maybe up to 124. So that's it. As always, be patient and good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important, and how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.